What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. The Machine Militia, rocking out the swag. Check it out, fellas. I know y'all laugh sometimes when you see me post videos from LA Fitness. I know you're thinking, how does he call himself a pro bodybuilder with those small-ass arms, those little-ass calves, and that respectable penis? Training at LA Fitness. Shouldn't he be training at a Metroflex or even a Club Reps or something like that where he could play hardcore music and fucking throw shit around? And don't get me wrong, if it wasn't 10 minutes from my house and there was a Metroflex the same amount of distance and Mike Rashid was there and I could hang out with my boys and Big J was there yelling intensity and Chris Jones was there with his big ass back and Vince was there looking swollen nerdy, you don't think I'd be there in a fucking heartbeat? You're goddamn right I'd be there in a fucking heartbeat. That's where I'd be. But guess what? I have a job. I have a life. I have kids. I have a lot of things going on in my life, and I can't afford to drive 45 minutes to an hour every day to go to Club Reps to get my lift on. I drive 10 minutes to LA Fitness, and I get it done. So at the end of the day, man, I ain't got time for that shit. I got to do what I got to do. And I found that I have some of my best workouts at LA Fitness. I have some of my best workouts on the road at other LA Fitnesses. I have some of my best workouts at the Irvine LA Fitness with my man Sean. But I do have my best workouts, granted, with my man Mike Rashid and Big J at Big J's Intensityville. And when I'm at those gyms, when I'm at with Chris at the Metroflex out there, when I'm at Arlington with Ronnie, you know, when I'm at Destination Dallas, I don't get it at Gold's Venice anymore because that gym fucking sucks. I'm going to be real here. Gold's Venice, when I grew up and I lived in Culver City, and my in-laws, I was dating Katie in high school, so my in-laws lived fucking 10 minutes. I just took the fucking Marina Freeway, the 90, right over. I just fucking popped right over, and there I was at Gold's. It dropped me off right there. And, man, it used to be so brilliant. Now I go there, and nobody's really cool there. And back in the day, I used to go there. Cormier was training and all those fucking good bodybuilders. You'd see Dillette once in a while. You'd see Flex. Now you see nothing. It's not what it was, but I got some good workouts in when I was a kid. And that's where I learned respect for the iron and respect for fucking bodybuilding. And that's why I look at it and I go to the gym now. And what I'm getting at here is you don't have to go to Metroflex to be hardcore. You don't have to go to Gold's Venice to be hardcore. You don't have to be at a gym that had rusty ass weights to be hardcore. You need to go and you need to have the mind of a fucking warrior. You need to go into the gym. You need to fucking put that fucking hat back around like it's a switch. Y'all get that over the top reference? You need to fucking go to that gym and you need to know that it's your fucking time. You have 1 fucking hour a day that's yours. 1 hour to make a difference in your life. 1 hour to own shit. There's no bosses around. There's no fucking nagging ass girlfriends or wives unless she's fucking training with you. Then you get to be her fucking boss and tell her to fucking lift weights. All right? You get to go to the gym and you get to fucking own that time. And you get to own the results you get. The harder you train, the more work you put in, the more you get out of it. You go in there and you fucking own that shit. I don't give a fuck if you're at LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness. Only one gym you can't do that at, that's Planet Fitness. Because if you start going fucking ham in there, they're going to lunk alarm your ass and kick you out. All right, I feel wearing my hat backwards. I wear it like this. All right, so what I'm saying is, you know, you look at some of the best shit in the world, some of the best gyms in the world. It's awesome to train there. Yeah, it breeds champions. Breeds champions. You know what, man? Champions can be bred anywhere. Champions can be bred. It's just the people who go to those gyms, sometimes they get that different mindset because they get that mind that they're surrounded by greatness. You know, imagine fucking training at Armbrust fucking gym in Colorado. You got Phil, he's standing next to you. That makes you push harder. The other day, my daughter, I reference her all the time because she's an athlete, a better athlete than I ever was. She has that mindset. I never had that mindset. She does that win at all costs, train till you fucking puke mindset. And I don't know where she got it, but I'm hoping it was the UPS guy because I like that guy. And I looked at it. I looked at her training the other day, and she was practicing and training alongside 13-year-old elite fucking soccer players, travel soccer players. I'm not talking about some fucking weak-ass rec league at the Y. I'm talking about some fucking baller-ass players who are near high school age, and she was hanging with them. And she's an 8-year-old girl. And I noticed that she was playing better than she plays with other 8-year-old girls. When you're around greatness, you tend to step your fucking game up. I mean, I gotta tell you, when I'm training with Mike Rashid, when I'm training with Big J, when I'm training with Chris, when I'm training with Sean Torbati, fuck, man, your game just fucking go. When I'm training my man Josh and Greg, mean, your game just fucking, I have an itch right here. I think it's herpes. My game just gets fucking elevated. Your game goes up here. And I'm thinking of those days that you're just like, fuck. That's why the greatness comes out of there, but you don't need to be around them. That's why I have some of my best lifts at the gym. When I'm alone, I become the Dorian Yates. I become Ronnie. I think back to those fucking videos. You want to get motivated? Watch a video with Dorian. You don't have to train alongside Dorian. Watch Blood and Guts. Watch the fucking 100 rep dumbbell challenge with Mike Rashid and myself. I mean, that fucking gets you hype. I gotta admit, man. I'll throw on some training shit once in a while before I go to the gym. You know, I'll throw on, I gotta admit, it's kind of sounds a bit voyeuristic and weird. I'll throw on some shit that like I've done in the past, you know. I'll throw on my training with Dorian. I'll throw on Ronnie Coleman's The Unbelievable. See him deadlifting 8 plates 3 weeks out. Then you go to LA Fitness and you're like, fuck. I don't give a fuck if I'm surrounded by bitches with fucked up form. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. And you go in there and you fucking own that shit. That's your fucking time. That's your fucking time. Just go in there and fucking own it, man. Why do you train? Why do you train? I'll tell you why I train. One, got an 8-year-old daughter. She's beautiful. I want to beat the shit out of every guy who comes into this house. Just kidding, sort of. I train because I love it. Because it makes us different. We're not complacent. We're building a better version of ourselves. We're taking what God gave us and we're building it into something cool, into something better. You know what? I love tattoos. I got to admit, my man Jim Stepani has some beautiful tattoos. I don't know what the fuck they are, but I admire them. And Jim Stepani also has a great physique. And I look at Jim and anyone can get a tattoo. That doesn't differentiate him for me. You know, getting a tattoo, it takes a pain threshold, but you go in there, you know, it might take a few visits, but you got yourself a tattoo. Anyone can do it. To do what we do, to do what I've done over 20 years and become a professional bodybuilder, and even though I have my flaws, you know, and I'm not perfect, and I don't have the fucking physique of a Phil Heath, and I'm not genetically perfect, but I'm genetically blessed in some ways. It took me 20 years of hard, diligent, consistent work. And no matter what anybody says about steroids this, steroids that, cheater this, that, I've had torn muscles, I've had torn ligaments, I've had strains, I have lower back pain, I have knee pain. I earned this fucking physique. I earned every bit of it. I didn't go like some people and fucking just put oil or botulism. They're fucking putting Botox in their muscles now. What the fuck is that? That's fucking nasty. It's fucking botulism and shit. I heard about that. I know somebody who does. I'm like, ugh. I mean, none of this shit is fucking synthol. It's all fucking just work. And that's like working your way up in a career, working your way up the company ladder. You put in those fucking 17, 18-hour days. Granted, I'm only at the gym an hour a day, but it's a fucking hour. And I've been doing it for 20 fucking years. And if you think for a second that just anyone can do this, go to a Christmas party this week, all right? Go. And if you're in shape, they can't do it. They're going to talk about getting in shape. They can't do it. They can't stick to it. Consistency, they'll stick to it for a month, 2 weeks maybe. Maybe a day or two. They might eat a fucking apple instead of a Twinkie one day. They can't do it. What we do, less than 1% of the population can do. Dude, 60% of Americans are obese. I think Australia is even higher than us. Australians, props to you for being fatter than us. Thank you. And guess what? They can't do what we do. Natural, enhanced, fuck. They can't stick to it. They can't fucking do it. So next time you go into your LA Fitness, or if you're fortunate enough to go into Metroflex, just know that you're fucking special. And know that that time in the gym, that's your time to own life. That's your time to be special. That's your time to be great. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, reminding you that TigerFitness.com, you're not just a number. And not being a number. That's not